Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The program is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the City College of New York Alumni Association's 145th Gala Fundraiser.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your host for the evening, Mr. Sefan Kim.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 155th Annual Alumni Gala Fundraiser. 145, that's a lot of years, and I can feel the history in this building, in this room. It feels like I'm in St. John the Divine Cathedral, kind of, right? I am Sefan Kim from ABC News, WABC TV, Eyewitness News, Channel 7. I'm honored to serve as your host tonight, this evening, in this magnificent great hall at City College. To our alumni, faculty, staff, students, friends, and family, thank you for joining us as we celebrate excellence, service, and the power of City College New York education. In my line of work, I have the benefit of seeing every corner and nook and cranny of this city. A lot of New Yorkers don't get to do that, right? So I have friends who sometimes ask me, hey, what's this neighborhood like? What's that neighborhood like? And I would often joke, if I go there a lot, it's probably not a good thing. But I've been to this campus on assignment several times, and I can honestly say it's always been for something inspiring and something positive. So I think this says a lot about this institution, so thank you for having me here. It's an honor. Also, thank you because my wife got to see me leave the house in a tux, and that can only lead to good things. That's as saucy as it's gonna get tonight, okay? I promise. So for 145 years, this gala, originally known as the Alumni Dinner, brought together generations of Beavers to honor our most accomplished graduates. Tonight, that tradition continues as we recognize the 2025 Townsend Harris medalist and the recipient of the John H. Finley Award. And for those of you joining virtually from across the country and around the world, welcome. We're delighted to have you with us. Let's raise a glass, this is the fun part, for your alma mater, to being forever bound by ties that can never sever. Cheers. Plenty more of that to come tonight. Later this evening, we'll sing those very words together as we close the program with Lavender, My Lavender. You'll have to teach me about that one. At this time, I invite you to join me in welcoming to the stage President of the Alumni Association, Sean Chin Chance.
Wow. Thank you. Before I get started, it's an absolute honor, but just I look in this space, I know every time, President Boudreaux would say, he looks out, oh my gosh, it's an amazing, amazing room. And to be in this position, yes, it's an amazing room. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. I want to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to my wife, Ronnie, whose love and support allow me to give so much of myself in service to others. Thank you. It is a true honor and privilege to serve as president of the Alumni Association of the City College of New York. But before I begin, I want to share a story, because our stories are connected. My story, your story, the stories of those who will come after us all exist within the same continuum of grit, perseverance, and purpose. Years ago, I won't mention the number of years because time is relative, I arrived at City College as a transfer student. I wasn't sure if I'd be accepted. My academic record wasn't perfect, but I was determined to complete my undergraduate degree. So I attended a same-day admissions event. I told my story to the admissions director, and at the end she said, "You seem committed and ready," and offered me a conditional admission. What I learned at City College, and what many of you know, is that when you come to City College, the people who guide you see you as an individual, not as a number. As a student, Professor Boudreau's advice helped shape my career. And as an alum, my mentor, Gary Kelnick, taught me the importance of being an ally to the college and a strong advocate for our alumni community. I share this because we must always remember City College is not just a place of 16,000 students. It is a community of 16,000 opportunities and endless possibilities. Tonight is about possibility and about the power and impact our alumni community. When we build something together, we create a force that strengthens not only the college, but every community our graduates go on to serve. Throughout our 172-year history, the Alumni Association has been committed to fostering lifelong connections, expanding opportunities, and building pride among City College graduates. And tonight, we celebrate extraordinary alumni, change makers who are transforming lives and carrying forward the legacy of this institution. I came across a speech while researching my own and want to share a passage that befits us here tonight. We have all chosen to be here now, sharing a common perspective to set of core commitments. We are here now because we resist the tendency of not using our education, our power, our wealth to promote the common good. We understand that the world is interconnected, that each of our futures is tied to the other. So as we look ahead, I'm asking you to partner with us so the Alumni Association can continue to grow as a vital partner to the college and to President Boudreau's vision for its future. We are committed to ensuring that every graduate who crosses the stage on commencement day can step into a world of opportunity. Opportunities built by this alumni community. Before we welcome our president to the stage, I leave you with the words of a fellow Jamaican, the legendary reggae artist Dennis Brown. "No man is an island, no man stands alone. Each man is my brother, each man's dream has a road." So thank you, and so let's continue changing the world together.
Thank you, Sean. That was a solid speech. Objectively speaking, by the way, you guys look really sharp tonight, just objectively. And now, greetings from the college administration. I'm pleased to welcome to the podium current president of City College, New York, Dr. Vincent Boudreau.
Sean, presidency looks really good on you. It does. I have a round of applause for your president, Sean Chin Chance. "9 years and 1 week ago, on my very first day as interim president, I stood where I stand right now, very first day. One of my first jobs was to address the Gala of the Alumni Association at a time when the college was in transition and we had financial difficulties, and to lay out a vision for where we were going. And today I want to do a couple things. I want to make sure that you know, in this moment in time, with everything we face, some things we know, some things we don't know, some things that are happening, some things that might happen, I want you to know that your institution has its feet planted. We are committed that the City College of yesterday, your City College when you were a student, the City College of today if you're currently a student, and the City College of tomorrow are the same institution. That there's a through line between the vision of our founders the necessity of educating the whole people, and the way that vision has been refreshed generation to generation when the sons and eventually daughters of City College rose to meet the challenge of every moment in the history of the city and the history of our nation. We are that same United States for you, where you come from, or how you got here, or what your status is, or what you look like, or who you love. Because the mission of this institution is to make sure that the talents of the whole people are not wasted. Because we will need those talents. We need them today and we'll need them tomorrow. And so the first thing I have to say to you is we in the life of our city and the life of our nation. The second thing I want to say to you as alumni is, strangely, in this moment, your college is doing really, really well. For the first time in almost 20 years, we have a student who is a finalist for a Rhodes Scholarship. So when you go home tonight, light a candle and think of an unnamed student and wish him well. We have a Truman Scholar for the first time in about a decade. We have a faculty member who just won a Guggenheim. The accomplishments of our students, the skill of our faculty, the direction of our institutions undiminished by the winds that blow in our faces these days. We have today, at this moment, more students enrolled in this campus than we ever had in the history of this college. And I say that, it doesn't take much when you read about colleges closing departments or restricting admission or having trouble meeting their payment. For the first time in 15 years, we're actually in the black as a college, and that was one of my main goals. When we are in the newspaper today, it is for a good thing that we've done rather than a bad thing that somebody found out about us. And the students who come here, and the faculty who work here, and my colleagues in the administration, together are in this place as you were in this place, not just to go to a school or to get an education, but to come to this institution with its history, with its geographic positioning in Harlem, with the generations and generations of students that have left this place and gone out into the world and changed the world, with the basic and ongoing commitments we make to social justice and democracy. They come here, we come here, and we work together because there is no place in this country, probably no place in the world, like City College. So, welcome back to your campus. Welcome to the Great Hall. Thank you for the support that you give to the Alumni Association and the support you give to this college. We could not be where we are today without the support of our amazing alumni. And yeah, give yourselves a hand for that. And my promise to you is, every day we think about how we can convert your support into the continuing and vibrant tradition of excellence and access. That is the mission of this college, was when it opened, was when I came here 35 years ago, and will be in the future. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night tonight.
Thank you, President Boudreau. Occupational hazard, I know a soundbite when I hear one. Strangely, in this moment, this college is doing really, really well. She put that on like t-shirts and bumper stickers and commercials. I actually met you a few years ago on this campus. I interviewed you. I don't remember that, but I knew within a few minutes that this is a man who cares deeply about this college, so you guys are very lucky to have him. So tonight is a celebration of achievement and service, and a reminder that every dollar raised supports the Alumni Association's programming, including support for the association's scholarship program, mentoring programs, networking events, and other events that keep our CCNY alumni community engaged and connected. If you believe in the Alumni Association's mission of supporting and engaging alumni and current students while continuing to promote this great college we all call alma mater, please support tonight with a contribution, that's why you're here, that is meaningful to you. The Alumni Association is a 501c3, and donations are tax deductible, even better. If you're in the room, you can donate using the QR codes that are on the back of your seating card, and if you are watching virtually, we ask you to please click that donate button, support the association's efforts with a donation at the level of your choosing. With the more the better, right? Thank you for your consideration and support, and now for our Townsend Harris Medal presentations. There is a video slide, but I can tap dance. You don't want to hear me sing, though. Definitely not. Okay, we're going to just get to the presentation, right? So Townsend Harris Medal is the most coveted of the Alumni Achievement Awards. It is, of course, named after the founder of City College of New York, Townsend Harris. Established in 1933 as a gift from the class of 1906, Townsend Harris Medals are awarded each year at this event to alumni who have outstanding postgraduate achievement in their chosen fields. Candidates are nominated by fellow alumni and community members, then medalists are selected by a special committee comprised of former recipients of the medal and subject to final approval by the Alumni Association of Board of Directors. And our first recipient for the evening is Dr. Nicola Davis, class of '94.
Dr. Nicola Davis. Dr. Nicola Davis graduated from CCNY Sophie Davis School of Biomedical Education in '94 and earned her medical degree from NYU School of Medicine. She completed her residency at Montefiore Medical Center and a Master of Science from Albert Einstein College of Medicine. Board certified in internal medicine and obesity medicine, Dr. Davis is Vice President and Chief Population Health Officer at New York City Health and Hospitals. She leads population health and research administration, overseeing innovative initiatives for chronic disease prevention and management. Her contributions to healthcare have earned her numerous accolades, including an award from the National Medical Association Council on Concerns of Women Physicians, and a Rock Star of Science Award from the American Heart Association.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to the Alumni Association for this incredible honor. Receiving the Townsend Harris Medal means a lot to me, not only because of its distinguished history, but because it brings me back to where my journey in medicine began, at the Sophie Davis School of Biomedical Education at the City College of New York. Walking onto the campus of City College was one of the most transformative experiences of my life. City College educated me and shaped me. I was born in Jamaica, West Indies, and grew up in Jamaica, Queens, New York. And I dreamt of becoming a doctor from a very young age. And I always wanted to take care of underserved populations. Being a student here further instilled in me a deep sense of purpose, a commitment to social justice, and furthered my belief that access to quality care is not a privilege, but a basic human right. The community here at City College recognized and fostered the potential in me, which was critical for my success. I was taught here that medicine is not just about science, it's about service. That public health is not only about systems and policies, but also about people, stories, communities, and justice. I was taught to be curious about communities, to learn about different communities, and to learn from communities. And these lessons didn't just come from the classroom. The richness of the student body allowed me to meet people from many backgrounds and to develop supportive friendships, many of which I still have today. The foundation that I gained here has guided me through every step of my career. Whether I was treating patients in the Bronx, doing clinical research at Albert Einstein College of Medicine, or developing programs to improve population health across the health system at New York City Health and Hospitals. Thank you for this incredible recognition. I share this honor with my family, who encouraged my education and taught me the power of perseverance. I share this with my colleagues at New York City Health and Hospitals, who challenge and inspire me daily, and with my mentors who have taught and supported my growth. And I also share this with my patients who've entrusted me with their care and who have taught me so much through the years. Thank you to the Alumni Association. Congratulations to my fellow awardees. I carry this honor with deep gratitude.
In you, Nicola Davis, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Dr. Davis, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Davis is joined this evening by her parents, Joy and Winston. You must be so proud. Thank you for joining us tonight in honor of your daughter. Congratulations. We all know, even from recent history, how important New York City hospitals have been, public health. Strangely, in these times, a space that needs a lot of courage and bravery, and I mean that in the most nonpartisan way. Take it however you will. Congratulations, Doctor. Our next Townsend Harris medalist is Dr. Leon Golub, class of 1967.
Dr. Leon Golub. Dr. Leon Golub graduated from CCNY in 1967 with honors in physics. He earned his PhD from MIT, specializing in high-energy experimental particle physics. Dr. Golub joined the Space Research Group at American Science and Engineering in Cambridge, analyzing data from Apollo 15 and 16 lunar missions before focusing on solar studies with an X-ray telescope on NASA's Skylab space station. He then moved to the Center for Astrophysics at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory, co-founding the Solar and Stellar X-ray Group. His work significantly advanced X-ray telescope imaging, leading to NASA satellite missions for long-term solar activity studies. He co-authored an updated textbook on the solar corona and other popular books about the sun. Dr. Golub recently retired from the Center for Astrophysics and continues as a Smithsonian Distinguished Research Associate.
I thank the Alumni Association for awarding me a Townsend Harris Medal. It's a great honor, and I am pleased to accept. I will say that whatever success I have had in life is due in large part to two major gifts I received at CCNY, a most excellent education and the wonderful friendships I formed here with my fellow classmates. Entering in the fall of 1963, I knew I would be majoring in physics, which also meant taking many math courses. I was admitted, though, to the honors program, and with its special set of required courses, These were of exceptionally high quality, and they also allowed us to take more electives. I took full advantage, studying French literature and poetry, and spending a great deal of time down in South Campus studying philosophy and music. What I did not anticipate was the caring and nurturing I received from two physics professors in particular who had a huge impact on my life, Harry Sudak and Lawrence Wills. Without fanfare, they followed my development during those years, and Wills went so far as to call the MIT physics department to urge them to admit me to the PhD program. That earned me an in-person interview. Making the rounds of physics professors, I ended up discussing Beethoven's late quartets with one, and Alfred Jarry's Ubu Roi with another. That latter discussion owed to the second gift that I mentioned. I'm here tonight because my old friends in Holzer 67 took it upon themselves to nominate me for this award. Back then, we socialized on weekends, but we also had a table downstairs in the Shepherd Dining Hall, our table, where we regularly met for lunch. The discussions around that table broadened my education outside of the confines of my own interests. So I learned that I had to read Stendhal and Lawrence Stern and John Barth and Alfred Jarry. The Holzer Group has been together for more than 60 years. Some of us have known each other many more years than that. I can say without reservation that nobody could have had a greater group of friends. Thank you.
In you, Leon Golub, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Dr. Garland, please stand and be recognized. Dr. Garland is joined this evening by his wife, Anne, and many of his friends from his City College house plan, Holzer 67. Thank you all for joining us tonight in honor of Leon, and to all of you in the house plan, and a warm welcome back to City College to each of you. It's a long friendship. It says a lot about this place. And by the way, thank you to our caterers. Dinner is about to be served. That's the fun part, right? Not only is the space great, that menu looks delicious. They're serving the first course now. Yes. And as they do, I'd like to introduce you to the executive officers of the Alumni Association. If you are here in the room, please stand when I call your name and be recognized. Of course, Sean Chin Chance, class of 05, president. Quincy Allen, 2000, first vice president. Charles Ranieri, class of 2013, second vice president. Carol Kurth, 1980-81, third vice president. Diane Rodriguez, 78, treasurer. Javier Garcia, 2009, secretary. Randy Brosen, 2001, historian. Thank you all for your continued service at the Alumni Association. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our next Townsend Harris medalist is Kirk McDonald, class of 2022.
Kirk McDonald. Kirk McDonald is a purpose-driven leader known for inspiring teams to embrace change and drive business transformation. He was Chief Business Officer at Warner Media, Chief Marketing Officer at Xandr, and CEO of Group M North America, where he led more than 6,000 individuals to drive client media performance and growth. Kirk then returned to CCNY after a 33-year break to complete his English degree with the class of 2022. He is now the CEO of Sundial Media and Technology Group, which includes Essence Ventures and R29. Kirk serves on the boards of Elanco, Ziff Davis, and the Executive Leadership Council, and is a founding member of the Black Executive CMO Alliance. His pioneering leadership has been recognized by Ebony Magazine, Black Men Excel Summit, and Adweek 50 list.
It's hard to put into words what this moment means to me. City College has always been more than just a place where I took classes. It's where I really began the work to realize the future I wanted for myself and for my family. My parents brought my sister and I to New York when I was only 12 years old. Like many immigrant families in pursuit of the American dream, my parents came here to give my sister and me better opportunities. Their determination and the sacrifices they made left an indelible impression on me, and by the time I was a young adult, I wanted to return the blessing. When choosing a university, it was important to me to take as little debt as possible so I could begin contributing to our family's needs. So working and going to school was the only plan, and City College made that possible for me, as it has for so many other students who have also had to carry big dreams alongside big responsibilities. 2 days after graduating high school, I started working at Rockefeller University, cataloging books and doing data entry. That job paid for every semester up until my last one. Just 11 credits short of completing my English degree, I had to step away from school. Now, while it was the right choice at that time, the decision never sat easy with me, even as I went on to build what became a very successful career in media and technology, and eventually putting me in the ultimate leadership role at some of the world's most impactful media companies. CEO of Group M North America, and now the CEO of the Sundial Media and Technology Group, home of Essence. But through all of those years, something was unfinished, and my mother never let me forget. You know, when I made Ebony's Power 100 list, she said, "That's nice, son. Now, when are you going to go back to City College and finish that degree?" And she was right, as mothers always are. There was still work to complete. So Nancy Tagg invited me to join the board of the Branding and Integration Communications program here, and I said yes, I would join, but only after I finished what I started so many years earlier at CCNY. I returned after 33 years becoming a student again, at the same time that my own kids were entering their college years, and City College welcomed me. So walking across the graduation stage in 2022 wasn't about collecting a diploma for me. It was about honoring the journey, the sacrifice, the belief that education is never out of reach. No matter how long it takes, it's about showing up. And I wanted to do this for my children, for my wife, for my families. I wanted to finish the thing I started. I wanted to actually do it to say thank you to my parents for their support and their sacrifice. I'm grateful to the professors, the community that welcomed me back here at City College, not as a CEO, but as a student. To this Alumni Association, thank you for this honor. Thank you, City College, for being the place that not only opens doors, but keeps them open and gives opportunities for us to be better for ourselves and better for the next and the next generation. Thank you.
In you, Kirk McDonald, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Mr. McDonald, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for joining us. That felt like a campaign launch, like a political office speech one day. You never know. Never know. All right, our next Townsend Harris medalist is Dr. Arian Muscaz. Dr. Muscaz unfortunately could not be with us in person this evening, but it's the new world, right? So she's here with us virtually. So doctor, wherever you are at home, with your family, at work, colleagues, or if you're in the car, please pull over first, and then please stand after you pull over to be recognized. And everyone here in the room, let's all look into the camera and join me in applauding Dr. Muscaz in this recognition of her remarkable work. Congratulations.
Dr. Arian Muzak. Dr. Arian Muzak graduated from CCNY's Master of Arts in Mental Health Counseling in 2009. She is a licensed mental health counselor and has been a full-time faculty member in CAIC Rep accredited counseling programs since 2016, supervising master's and PhD learners. Her research focuses on human sexuality and social justice counseling. Committed to equitable access in counseling, education, and leadership, Dr. Muzak is the primary investigator and project director for the Integrated Behavioral Health Training Initiative at Oregon State University, which is designed to increase access to counseling for children, adolescents, and emerging adults. Dr. Muzak also holds several leadership roles in the field, including President of the Oregon Association of Counselor Educators and Supervisors.
Thank you to the Alumni Association of the City College of New York for this tremendous honor. Receiving the Townsend Harris Medal is something I do on behalf of all the graduates of CCNY's Master of Arts in Mental Health Counseling program and the psychology faculty who continue to believe in the value of training culturally informed counselors from all backgrounds and ethnicities who can provide life-saving mental health care to children, adolescents, and adults across the lifespan. CCNY gave me a cohort of classmates who became colleagues and friends, and faculty whose perspectives challenged me to look at power, privilege, and oppression on a global scale. This is what public academic institutions can achieve when we commit to creating equitable access to healthcare through education. Today, as we face unprecedented challenges in our nation, the mission of City College feels more urgent than ever. We're watching public educational institutions prohibited from considering centuries of inequitable access based on racial identity, threats to life-sustaining public insurance programs that serve older adults and people with disabilities, and growing divisiveness that disproportionately impacts members of the communities that CCNY serves, students from immigrant or working or lower middle class families. I am also an optimist, which is why CUNY's history of creating access to higher education gives me hope for change. I believe healing happens in relationships and that systems created by people can oppress or empower. When we address the social determinants that shape well-being through racial, economic, and disability justice and provide access to healthcare and education, we create the conditions for entire communities to thrive. As we say at Revolution Consulting, together we learn, together we thrive. The challenges before us are significant, as is our collective responsibility. Tonight, I humbly ask you to consider the radical idea that launched City College, that every person, regardless of where they came from or where they've been, has promise, and commit to one action of advocacy and courage, whether making a donation, calling an elected official, or embarking on a personal journey of healing and self-discovery through mental health counseling. Together, we can ensure that every person can access the education and healthcare they deserve, and together, we will thrive. Thank you, and good evening.
In you, Arian Muzak, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Congratulations again. So, you've probably all been wondering, when will this guy stop talking so I can eat? That time has arrived. So thank you for your attention and patience as we worked our way through the first half of the Townsend Harris Medal presentations. We're now going to take a short break so you can enjoy your dinner. And for those of you at home, this is a chance to refill your order, takeout, or stretch. We'll be back in a few minutes. See you soon.
basterebbe ti fermassi, ragazza di Ipanema che passi, se ti voltassi ad ogni singolo A. Ma tu segui per la strada un lungo samba che si snoda ovunque vada, destando un coro di A. Oh, se per me ti fermassi, oh, se per me ti voltassi, se la mia voce ascoltassi, ma per te di importante non c'è nient'altro al di fuori di te, e basterebbe che ti fermassi, ragazzo di Ipanema che passi, ma non consideri mai nient'altro che te. Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça, e é uma menina que vê a fé que passa no doce balanço, caminho do mar. Moça do corpo dourado, do sol de Ipanema, o seu balançado é mais que um poema, é a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Ah, porque tudo é tão triste. Ah, porque estou tão sozinha. Ah, a beleza que existe, a beleza que não one he passes goes when he walks, he's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle that when he passes, each one he passes goes but I watch him so sadly. How can I tell him I love him? Yes, I would give my heart gladly, but each day when he walks to the sea, he looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tender, young and handsome, the boy from Ipanema goes walking, and when he passes, I smile, but he doesn't see. Por causa do amor, nient'altro che te. Por causa do amor. Thank you, thank you. What's next? I've got you under my skin. I've got you under my skin. One, two, 3, 4. Under my skin, I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never will go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. I've sacrificed anything I would might for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality and wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. my skin. Yes. It's too loud to do a ballad now. It's too loud for a ballad. It's too loud for a ballad. One, two, three, four. She gets so hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater and never comes late. She never bothers with people she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't like crap games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem, Innerman and Prowse, and won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She loves the free and fresh wind in her hair, life without care. She is broke, but it's oak. It's California, it's gold and it's stamp. That's why the lady is a tramp. Should the biddy do that, She gets so hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater and never comes late. She should hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Doesn't like craft games with barons and earls. One got her Harlem in ermine and pearls. One dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She loves the free and fresh wind in her hair and life without care. She is broke, but it's so. It's California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that's why the lady, that's why the lady is a tramp. Thank you very much. Thank you. But we start. One, two, three, four. Yes. Da 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Tristezza, per favore vai via. Non aver la mania di abitare con me. C'è tanta gente che ha bisogno di soffrire, che tutti i giorni piange un po'. Da adesso io voglio vivere ed amare e finalmente vivrò. La 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 la. E finalmente vivrò. Tristezza, per favore vai via, non aver la mania di abitare con me. Vorrei dipingere di rosso la mia stanza, appena fatti lo farò. Al posto tuo già invitato la speranza e finalmente vivrò. La 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 la. Da 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 di ra. La 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 la. La 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 la. per favore vai via, non aver la mania di abitare con me. C'è tanta gente che ha bisogno di soffrire, che tutti i giorni piange un po'. Da adesso io voglio vivere dal mare e finalmente vivrò. La 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 tristezza, per favore vai via, tanto tu in casa mia no, no, non entrerai mai. Vorrei dipingere di rosso la mia stanza, appena parti lo farò. Al posto tuo già invitato la speranza e finalmente vivrò. La 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 e finalmente vivrò. La 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 e finalmente vivrò. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One. One and two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Estate, sei calda come i baci che ho perduto, sei piena di un amore che è passato, che il cuore mio vorrebbe cancellare. Odio l'estate, il sole che di giorno ci scaldava, che splendidi tramonti dipingeva. E adesso brucia solo con furore. Tornerà un altro inverno, cadranno 1000 petali di rose e la neve coprirà tutte le cose e forse un po' di pace tornerà. Odio l'estate, amore.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, can we give it up for this band, this amazing band, Simona Daniele on vocals.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Listen, pardon for the interruption. Please continue to enjoy your food. In the interest of time, we're just going to continue with our program. My name is David Covington. I have the honor of serving as the Executive Director of the Alumni Association. Thank you. I just want to give Stefan just a few more minutes of break to eat before he resumes his host duties, and I just have a few quick messages to share with you. First, I want to express my sincere, deep gratitude for our generous sponsors who make tonight possible. Your support fuels everything that we do. We're especially grateful for this year's undergraduate, graduate, and PhD level underwriters. At the undergraduate level, Dr. Nicola Davis, Monique and Stephen Heineman, and Joblin C. Younger. At the graduate level, the association member benefits advisors, the City College Office of the Provost, Doris and Arthur Field, Lawrence Greengrass, New York City Health and Hospitals, Frank Siami and Siami Construction. Thank you. And at the PhD level, Gary Kalnick, Ellen and Elaine Golding, Jim Sturgio, and the United Federation of Teachers. Thank you very much. Thank you also to everyone who joined us this year at the Beaver Circle level, as well as every individual and organization who purchased an ad or contributed to the gala. Your investment in the Alumni Association directly strengthens this City College community and keeps our mission vibrant and thriving. So thank you for standing with us. Now, I have the privilege of sharing something truly special. Many of you know Tom Haynes, graduate of City College. He was a pillar of the City College community. He passed away almost 2 years ago, and his absence is still deeply felt. Tom dedicated more than 4 decades of service to City College and the Alumni Association, and we miss him very much. We're honored tonight that his wife, Polly, there at table 13. Hi, Polly. She's here with us this evening. Polly shared some wonderful news with me in recognition of Tom's instrumental role in founding the City College Sophie Davis School of Biomedical Education, which would eventually grow into the CUNY School of Medicine. And she's taken steps to ensure that his legacy continues to inspire future generations. And she recently commissioned a new portrait of Tom by celebrated New York City artist Richard Pantel, whose work beautifully encaptures the warmth, intellect, and quiet strength that so many of us remember in Tom. The portrait will ultimately hang in a place of honor on the campus, but tonight, for the very first time, we're delighted to share an exclusive sneak preview with you on our screens here. So please join me in taking a moment to appreciate this tribute, a reflection not only of Tom's legacy, but of Polly's enduring devotion to the City College community. So Polly, thank you so very much for being here tonight. She's standing there. Thank you, Polly. Next, I want to share something I'm particularly excited about. In October of 2026, the association will be hosting an extraordinary travel experience. The Wonders of Morocco, a 10-day cultural journey across Marrakesh, the Atlas Mountains, the Sahara Desert, Casablanca, and more. And I want to play a little clip about the upcoming trip. This won't be your typical tour. It's immersive, educational, small group adventure. It's designed just for our alumni community. And you'll experience world-class Moroccan hospitality, all while traveling with fellow Beavers and friends of the college. So if you're interested, we do expect it to fill quickly. You can learn more by scanning the QR code that's up on the screen, or you can inquire with our staff. And we'd love for you to be part of this one-of-a-kind global adventure for the association. Now, lastly, before I turn things back over to Stefan, I would like to ask the staff here to please play our PhD level sponsor messages. We have two. The first from our honoree, Jim Sturgio, and the second from my favorite twins, and their chances are that they're your favorite twins too, Ellen and Elaine Golding.
Hi, my name is Jim Sturgio. I'm a class of 1971. I was a math major here at City College. City means so much to me. It's not only the embodiment of the American dream, but it was the embodiment of the American dream for my parents, and then later on my children and my wife. So I really enjoy it. I encourage all of you to try to give back to the college of your choice and the CCNY in particular, because it is that good. I love this place.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Peerless Ellen Golding. I'm very proud alum and member of the Alumni Association, and a graduate of CCNY Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Math in 1962, and a Master of Science in School Psychology in 1965. I'm twin B, and my sister's much older than I am, an hour and a half, and Constance Elaine Golding. So this year, we proudly, my sister and I, celebrating our 60th class reunion with our master's degree. We had a great honor by getting a free education, full scholarship for City College, that we had quite a desire to give back to the city of New York that gave so much to us. So we spent our career, almost 40 years, giving back to the children and their families in the city of New York as psychologists in the public school system and non-public school system. We'd like to send a special shout out to the honorees, the Townsend Harris medalists, and to Mr. Michael Moultrie, the president of the United Federation of Teachers, who is our Finley awardee this evening. We would like to thank the City College Alumni Association, David Covington, Executive Director, and the President, Sean Chin Chance, and all other officers of the Alumni Association for the work that they do to continue the legacy of CCNY. And we encourage those who are not members to please join the Alumni Association and support the students who are here today. I also wanted to give a shout out to President Boudreau, who has led our college to #1 in so many areas. And we're very proud of his leadership, and we thank him for his wonderful leadership of our beloved alma mater. I hope that all of you enjoy yourselves this evening and are inspired to see the younger generations coming along.
Okay, I am back. Hope you're enjoying dinner. A little bonus for tonight, maybe you didn't expect this. If you look to the back of the room, that handsome stud with that Channel 7 Eyewitness News camera, photographers hate being in front of the cameras. I love making them squirm. A little bonus tonight, this will be on our 11 o'clock newscast because we thought this was a great event to highlight. So if you guys tune in tonight, a little short blurb, you guys will see yourselves. So say hi to Matt and the camera. With that, as I said, time for another toast. We'll have plenty of these. Let's give kudos to all of you celebrating a milestone as a graduate here today at City College. Could everyone celebrating an anniversary please stand up? So yes, everyone hold your applause till the end, because there's a lot of graduates of CCNY, so pay attention. Stand up if you're a graduate celebrating a 10-year anniversary since you graduated. No one. Oh, there you go. Now, 20 years? No 20 years. How about 30 years? Don't be shy. How about 40 years? There we go. To be clear. Age is just a number, my friend. 50 years? Yeah, there we go. That's phenomenal. How about 60 years? Wow. Anyone higher than 60? Wow, there we go. All right, so congratulations on their toast. to all of you guys, all the graduates, congrats to you all. And now I have the privilege of acknowledging the recipients of the Alumni Association scholarships. We know this means so much, right? The Alumni Association scholarship recipients, as well as the donors, are listed in your program, but many of the scholars are with us tonight, both in person and online. For all the scholarship recipients in the room, at this time, I'd like to ask all of you to please come to the stage. That's right, come on, scholars, come on up. And Sean, David, you too. Let's get a proper photo. There's no photo, it didn't happen, right? And acknowledge these bright students. All the scholars, please to the stage. The Alumni Association has a threefold message: to engage alumni, support current students, and promote the college and its interests. When we talk about supporting students, I want to also acknowledge, in addition to its scholarship program, the Alumni Association also has various mentoring programs, so vital, through its affiliate groups, as well as a formal program provided through a partnership with the city tutors, which you'll hear more about in just a bit. If you're interested in being a mentor or signing up for mentorship, please do. And if you're interested in establishing a scholarship, please contact the main office or speak to David or one of the association staff members here tonight. Yeah, look at them. Okay. Now, quickly, would each of the students please introduce themselves? Okay, let's get this photo first. They look so young. God. But I do remember I was here again years ago, one of the many stories I did. We often joke about how, the youth and social media, but every time I meet young kids, I am really impressed. And, especially at this college, against all odds, motivated, it really does inspire you. So thank you for keeping hope alive. Okay, so before you go away, don't go away yet. I'm going to put you on the spot. Before you go away, one by one, I want you to each come up to the stage, the microphone, say your name and what you're currently studying, okay? You can go, in order if you want. Yeah, he's probably the class leader.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sadman Raheen, and I'm currently studying computer science at the Grove School of Engineering.
Hi everyone, my name is Anjali and I'm studying biotechnology.
Hi, I'm Fatima Anjum. I'm studying biomedical engineering.
Hi everyone, my name's Angela and I'm studying bilingual education.
Hi everyone, my name is Amjad and I'm studying architecture.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayana Powell and I'm studying biotechnology.
Hello everyone, my name is Sydney Mauricio and I just graduated this May from the Spitzer School of Architecture.
Hello everyone, my name is Marina and I'm studying biology.
Hello everyone, my name is Arfat Chowdhury. I'm studying biomedical sciences and psychology at the Sophie Davis School of Biomedical Education.
Hello, my name is Julian Alex and I'm a graphics design and animation major.
Another big round of applause for the scholarship recipients. Thank you, guys. You guys can have dinner. We'll see you in 60 years, right? Half kidding. Okay, so now to resume our awards. We have a lot of them, right? So our next Townsend Harris medalist is Gary Rifkin, class of 2010.
Gary Rivkin. Gary Rivkin graduated from CCNY in 2010. Originally from Lithuania, he immigrated with his mom on religious asylum in 1996 with the help of the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society. He is an educator, learning specialist, higher education administrator, career coach, and community organizer. He is the founder and executive director of the City Tutors, a New York City nonprofit providing free academic and career support to New Yorkers. The City Tutors has facilitated over 9,000 mentorships and tutoring sessions focused on first-generation students in underserved communities. Gary has more than 10 years of higher education teaching experience and currently teaches in the MPA program at Metropolitan College of New York. He is a regular panelist at Nonprofit Con and a guest lecturer at several Learning Association conferences around the country.
Over the past 92 years, the Alumni Association of the City College of New York has honored outstanding alumni with the Townsend Harris Medal. Fewer than 650 people have received it. In 2025, I am humbled to join that list. One name on it shaped my path directly, General Colin Powell. His investment created the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership, the place that gave me my first full-time job, and where we incubated the City Tutors. Vince Boudreau saw what the City Tutors could be for CCNY. Later, during the pandemic, Andrew Rich and Kevin Foster saw what we could be for the city and helped us transition into our own nonprofit at the height of that crisis. Without them, the City Tutors would not exist. Since 2020, we have served 8,000 CUNY learners. That investment in their future helps the whole city grow. Every student at CUNY has the power to set opportunity in motion for others. When their talent is supported and shared, families climbing the economic ladder move forward, neighborhoods grow stronger, and New York becomes more mutually supportive. CCNY gave me everything. It shaped my sense of self and what I can offer the city. As an immigrant and first-gen student, it's easy to feel lost. It's easy to feel behind, to think you'll never catch up. But we are here for one another. We have to be. When we help someone reach the next level, they do great things for their families, for their neighborhoods, for New York, and as the Powells and the Jonas Salks on that Townsend Harris list show, sometimes for the nation and the world. I will always be a CUNY advocate, and this recognition isn't a finish line. It's a charge to keep the work worthy of the tradition, to leave the door wider than I found it, and to help build a well-resourced, mutually supportive city powered by the talent we already have. I want to thank my mother. Without her, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Her sacrifices position me for every opportunity. And to my wife, thank you for your love and support. What a wild journey in our first year of marriage. I am grateful to share it with you. And finally, to Ms. Twombly, my senior year English teacher. I wasn't even sure I would go to college. She told me to apply to CCNY and to major in English. I did, and it changed the course of my life. Thank you, CCNY. Thank you, CUNY. And thank you to everyone who believes in this work.
In you, Gary Rivkin, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Mr. Rivkin, please stand and be recognized. Gary is joined this evening by his wife, Katie, as you heard, his mother, Zana, and his father-in-law, Robert. Thank you all for joining us tonight in honor of Gary. What an inspirational story, man. Congratulations to you as well. General Colin Powell, remember those days? Again, as nonpartisan as possible, I say that. It's a big name, though. I mean, like, you know, it's just proof that City College, right? Our next Townsend Harris medalist is Emmanuel James. We've heard from him already many times tonight. Friends call him Jim Sturgio, class of '71.
Jim Sturgio. Jim Sturgio graduated from CCNY in 1971, majoring in mathematics. He then pursued graduate studies at NYU. He built a career as an actuary, founding his own consulting firm, SG Risk, in 1980, which he continues to lead today. Jim is a fellow of the Casualty Actuarial Society and a member of the American Academy of Actuaries. He serves on the City College Foundation Board and chairs its audit committee, regularly offering his time, expertise, and support. For Jim, City College represents the realization of the American dream, and he credits his success to his education, his parents' unwavering support, and the friendships he made at CCNY.
Hi, my name is Jim Sturgio, and I'm a proud member of the class of 1971 here at City College. I was a math major here. I always loved math. In fact, I made math my vocation. I became an actuary, insurance mathematician, and I was the first one of my family to ever go to college. My parents were extremely proud of that. They epitomized what I would call the American dream. They were Greek immigrants. My mother came to this country in 1938, and my dad in 1941. I was here at City College with a bunch of other immigrants, students, and to this day, CCNY is filled with kids who are children of immigrants, and they represent this version of the American dream. I'd like to think that I represented the version of the American dream of the 1950s and the 1960s. I loved my time at City College. I was introduced to my eventual career here as an actuary. I'm an insurance mathematician. It opened up a whole new world for me. CCNY was absolutely terrific. I loved the place. I told myself that I would always try to give back. In fact, the three credos I live by, even to this day, is always remember where you came from, always honor those who helped you on the way up, and once you get there, always try to give back. And that's what I want to do. I want to give back to CCNY so that it continue its excellent work into the next generation or generations of kids who will be helped by attending this school. I'm so proud. Thank you.
In you, Jim Sturgio, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Mr. Sturgio, please stand and be recognized. All right. Jim is joined this evening by his wife, Roseanne, and several close friends. Thank you all for joining us tonight to honor him. Loves math. I was terrible at math. I know, shattering stereotypes. I can say that, okay? Jeez. It's the reason why I'm a journalist, okay? Anyway, our last, but certainly not least, 2025 Townsend Harris medalist is Gary Weiss, class of 75.
Gary Weiss. Gary Weiss graduated CCNY in 1975 and received a master's from Northwestern's Medill School of Journalism. He is a veteran investigative reporter and author covering fraud, white-collar, and organized crime for over 30 years, working for many of those years for Business Week magazine, led by fellow CCNY graduate Stephen Shepard. Weiss is renowned for exposing the mafia's infiltration of Wall Street, leading to indictments and convictions, an achievement praised by FBI Director Louis Freeh. He later became a contributing editor at Condé Nast Portfolio and an adjunct professor at Columbia University Graduate School of Journalism. Gary Weiss has authored several books, and his freelance work has appeared in numerous publications like the New York Times, Barron's, and Columbia Journalism Review. He was inducted into the Alumni Association of CCNY's Communication Hall of Fame in 2018.
Hi, my name is Gary Weiss, and I'd like to thank the Alumni Association for awarding me the Townsend Harris Medal. It's really something to be walking in the footsteps of the people who won this award in the past. I mean, some were my childhood heroes, Ira Gershwin, Patty Chayefsky. I mean, these were giants. It's humbling. This award means a lot to me because City College turned my life around. I came from a single-parent home in the Bronx. My father was a civil servant. My mom died when I was young. And we were kind of scraping by. I didn't do too well in high school. I had to take summer school for 10th grade math. I graduated with a 78.5 average, which used to mean you could only get into community college. But thanks to a new program called Open Admissions, I was able to get into a senior college. And you know, something really interesting happened when I got to City College. I started doing very well. It wasn't that I was brighter than I was in high school. It's that the teachers were the best in the business. They took an interest in you. They inspired you. We had great journalists teaching journalism, great writers teaching writing. We had Elie Wiesel teaching Jewish studies. We had world-class sociologists and historians. It was an amazing atmosphere. I wound up graduating magna cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa. The thing about City College is that it lifts you up. It broadens your horizons. And I remember when I was at City, my aunt and uncle wanted me to become a motion picture projectionist. To them, that was living the dream. I had different ideas, and thanks to City College, my dreams were fulfilled. Yeah, I wonder sometimes about the older generation. They were very smart people, but I wonder what they would have achieved if they had gone to City College. So, again, I'd like to thank the Alumni Association. I want to thank my wife, Anjali, for all her support, and I want to thank City College from the bottom of my heart.
In you, Gary Weiss, your alma mater has particular reason to rejoice.
Mr. Weiss, please stand and be recognized. Gary is joined this evening by his wife, Anjali. Thank you, Anjali, for joining us in honor of Gary. My man, fellow journalist. How cool do they look in all those headshots, you know? Like, just saying, journalism is still cool, you know? Love it. All right. Congratulations to all of the 2025 Townsend Harris medalists. We applaud you and your outstanding postgraduate achievement. Let's give one more big, resounding round of applause for all the medalists. Congratulations. And now for the Finley Award. As the third president of City College, John H. Finley championed the concept of dedicated service to the community as the first principle of good citizenship. I think we can all agree on that. The Alumni Association is very proud to present the 78th John H. Finley Award to the president of the United Federation of Teachers, Michael Mulgrew.
Michael Mulgrew. Born on Staten Island, Mulgrew attended Roman Catholic schools and earned a BA in English Literature and a psychology minor from the College of Staten Island. He also apprenticed as a carpenter. His teaching career began as a substitute on Staten Island before becoming a full-time vocational teacher at William E. Grady CTE High School in Brooklyn in 1993. He became a UFT chapter leader there, earning a Trachtenberg Award in 2002. Appointed UFT president in 2009, Mulgrew was officially elected by 91% of members in April 2010. The United Federation of Teachers represents more than 200,000 public school educators, nurses, and other public service titles and organizations. Mulgrew has consistently used the power of the union and its membership to advocate for the needs of students and their school communities. This has included intensive lobbying to preserve schools' status as safe spaces for all students, protect schools from devastating funding cuts, and help pass historic class size legislation that was decades in the making. He was re-elected to his 6th term as UFT president in the spring of 2025.
Unfortunately, Michael notified us a couple days ago that he would not be able to join us this evening. Man, he's the president of UFT, man. Big, powerful man, right? But here to accept the award on his behalf is his daughter. Please welcome to the podium, Megan Mulgrew.
Thank you. Thank you, City College Alumni Association. I am honored and humbled to accept the John Finley Award on behalf of my father. First, congratulations to this year's recipients of the Townsend Harris Award, whose dedication to service is a benefit to all of humanity. And congratulations to tonight's scholarship recipients. They are tomorrow's leaders. Before we hear a short video from my father, I would like to take a moment to share my CUNY story. When my mother earned her degree from College of Staten Island, I too became a proud graduate of the CSI Child Care Program. I thought this meant I had a college degree at the age of 4 and that I could skip the next 20 years. I was wrong. But without CUNY childcare, it would have been impossible for a young working mother to become a healthcare provider to New Yorkers and a pillar to her community. Mine is a typical CUNY story because at CUNY, childcare is not a barrier to a parent's education. You see, over 175 years ago, CUNY was founded on the bold idea that education and opportunity should not be limited by economics or circumstances, that higher education should be available to everyone, that with support and community, who you are today does not limit what you can be tomorrow. And after 175 years of educating millions of New Yorkers, that spirit, the spirit of service, the spirit of CUNY, has permeated our great city. With that being said, I am so proud of my father and his spirit of service. He is tireless in his pursuits during family dinners, holidays, and vacations. But there is never a doubt as to why, because service is a privilege. Despite the long hours, tough negotiations, and occasionally the comment section, he remains unwavering in his dedication to the belief that a school is a community requiring resources and support to create opportunities for every child today so that they may carry the privilege of service tomorrow. Thank you again for bestowing this great honor upon my father. And without further ado, a video message from the honoree. Thank you all.
First, I'd like to thank you for this honor, but also apologize. I feel so bad that I cannot be there in person with you this evening. I'm very, very sorry. We worked on this for over a year, and it's just that sometimes medical stuff comes up, and it came up, and there's nothing I could really do about it. But again, my apologies. Because it is such an honor to receive this award. And I think about it, and I think about my career, and I go back to the fact that I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the University of the City of New York. I go back to the fact that when I left high school, I went directly into the construction industry and the construction field and apprenticeship, and that after a couple of years, I just was interested in going back to school. And I remember many a times walking into my classes at the St. George campus at the College of Staten Island, full of construction dirt and dust and people looking at me, but I wasn't the only one. There were others like me. It gave me such opportunity, and that is the beauty of our city's university. It allows people to really have the flexibility to achieve goals that otherwise they could not. And that's why I am so honored by this. I'm very proud I get to meet a lot of people, and people like to ask you constantly, oh, where did you graduate? I am a proud graduate of the City University of New York, the College of Staten Island. When I first started to teach, and I'm an English literature teacher, I know with the New York accent that's tough to believe, but it's true. But I quickly learned that I had to be able to teach children how to read, which I was not prepared to do. But I had no issues because I went right back to my college and I asked Professor Simmons, and she helped me a great deal. She gave me all of these different diagnostics that I could use with different students, and she told me what questions to ask my school-based support team, which thankfully, because of where I taught in the basement, they were there with me, and how to use all of these different tools, and that allowed me to stay in this profession. But I don't believe I would have had access if I would have went anywhere else. And that is the beauty of our city university. And to this award itself, fighting for our city, representing our city, trying to do good for the community. I'm lucky because I get to represent the United Federation of Teachers, and that's what the entire history of this union is. Our union is 65 years old. Service to the city of New York, which is, a big part of this award. It's what you learn when you walk into a school one day. You're gonna walk into a school building saying, I'm gonna change children's lives. That's the common thread everyone has. It really is something that is inside of your DNA, inside of your soul, that you want to help and make things better. It's a conviction. So when you then go to a union, that's whole job is to try to work it, organize, and protect the people who are in this profession. We're gonna try to use our ability as an organized group of workers to actually make the world a better place, because that's what we all have in common. We go back to the thread, that thread we have in common. We can't help ourselves. If we see people or children in need, we're going to help. And that's what we do. Anything that happens in society, most people still don't get this. Anything that's happening in the world comes into our schools. It's in our classrooms. Children are asking questions. Adults seem not to understand that that's a reality of school. But just think what that means for our work. Just think what that means for our work. We are the ones that are going to have to make sure that every school and every classroom is a safe space. What is our responsibility to the craft, to the profession which we have dedicated our lives to, that first and foremost, it's to teach children to be better than what they see in our society with the adults. This does not work unless we have industry partners who want to work with us, unless we have higher education partners who say we see value in this work. That is what makes this work, is everyone working together saying, really, we can figure it out and do what's better for our children. Our voices will be heard. We're going to all get this done together. We are going to stand together as one union, all titles, saying the same. You have to continue to say, what can we do to help them and fight on their behalf? Because with that, also, it just becomes more and more of a responsibility. But it's a good responsibility because you get to fight for the good things. You get to fight to make the world a better place and make a difference. And that is a gift. That's a gift which I wish everyone could actually experience. And to the students in the room, at times it's easy to get frustrated and jaded, to say the least, when you look at the hypocrisies that abound all over, and you look at the generations before you, and you can clearly see the mistakes that they've made. Make it better. If you have these convictions, say, no, we're not going to settle. We're going to push through certain things, and it's our job to always make it better. And don't ever forget that. That's what I would like to say to all of the students who are in this room. No one does this by themselves. I don't do it by myself. Nobody does. I would not be here or been able to do any of this by working with different people if I didn't have the ability to go to the City College of New York, the College of Staten Island. It gave me great opportunity. It allowed me to see that there was a world outside of what I was thinking when I was 18 and 19, and it truly changed my life and has allowed me in my work to help change other people's lives. So thank you for this honor. It means the world to me. Thank you to our phenomenal City University. And thank you to everyone who has ever advocated on behalf of a community in New York City. Because everyone who does that is a hero to me. Thank you.
And I've been covering New York City for 25 years. I know right now you're doing the math in your head, like, how old is this guy? Asian don't raisin, okay? But I've covered the city long enough to know that the UFT is maybe, one of the top 2 or 3 most powerful unions in this city. Michael Mulgrew, he guided us through the pandemic, right? So congratulations, Megan, and to your father. He is a true champion of education and educators, so thank you for being here, and congrats once again. And now that we're wrapping things up, man, I wish my producers were here to see this. We ran behind several times, and now I got us on schedule. I'm like, I'm good at this, right? But we're on time now. It's a school night, right? So we're wrapping things up. We need to give thanks once again to the generous organizations and individuals who supported this event by purchasing a table or an ad. A special thank you to the underwriters for tonight's event who are listed on the program journal. The staff will bring you up all the underwriters on the screen now, if you can take a look. We thank you so very much for your support. Also, a big thank you to the incredible staff. Can we get a round of applause for them? They made tonight possible. And can we get a round of applause for for Executive Director David Covington? He was a huge part in having tonight be possible. And he's gonna come to the stage now to close out the evening. David. Big round of applause.
Sorry, everybody. I was talking. How about a big round of applause for Stefan Kim? Thank you so much. What a great host. I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on this month of Thanksgiving, on the Alumni Association's 173 years of service. The reason this association has been around for 173 years is because of you. For 173 years, this association has been alumni-supported, alumni-directed, and is supporting students and young alumni through mentorship, scholarship, networking events, and sometimes, yes, just getting together and having fun socially, be it at a local restaurant, a stadium, collaborating with student clubs in the NAC, and of course referencing some of recent and very fun Alumni Association events. The primary means by which we do this is membership. And I wish membership alone funded this organization, but it does not. And without your loyalty and support through membership and additional donations, like through your attendance through this gala tonight, we would not be able to continuously provide this community with valuable benefits and programs. And so this is my pitch to all of you, especially those there joining us virtually, to keep your membership active in our association and to consider an additional donation throughout the year to help us keep our mission and keep this alumni network strong. So thank you for your continued support tonight and overall to this important organization and into our greater City College community. Now, do, I hope, stay a little while longer and enjoy our entertainment. To close us out, I'll invite our amazing band back up to the stage, and I'll introduce them, of course. They are a mix of current students and alumni, and a special shout out and thanks to Professor Michael Holliber and recent alumnus Vasilis Koutsananos for helping us curate this group, which includes on sax, graduate student Simon Herberholz. On drums, graduate student Jonas Müller. On piano, Eric Stern. On bass, alumnus Vasilis Koutsananos. And on vocals, alumna Simona Daniele. And of course, it wouldn't be a City College alumni gathering without singing our song, Lavender, My Lavender. Now, fortunately, we have Simona to lead us in that endeavor, and not me. I know you all would like to sing along, and so if you're a little rusty on the words, you can turn to page 4 of your program, They are conveniently located right there on page 4. Don't just follow along, open the mouth, get the vocal cords going. And while you turn to page 4, I'll just say to everyone in the room and joining us online, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us for our fundraiser this evening. Be sure to post your pictures on social media. Talk about your story here tonight and your story at City College. And if you're here in the room with us, don't forget to pick up your attendee gift with our staff at the back of the hall. Simona, I hand it to you. Everyone have a wonderful evening. Thank you and good night.
Sturdy sons of City College, trusty hearts and mighty hands, rally where your streaming banner with its doubtless emblem stands. Send a cheer to heaven ringing, voice and hymn of fond acclaim, faith and pride in alma mater and her never dying fame. Lavender, my lavender, lavender, my lavender, on the field of life's endeavor, bound by ties that naught can save her. I'll when alma mater ever, lavender, my daughters wise of City College, join your voices in the song to the lusty cheers of brothers at your effort clear and strong. Send a hymn to heaven singing, filled with love and fond acclaim, faith and pride in alma mater and her never dying fame. Lavender, my lavender, lavender, my lavender, on the field of life's endeavor, bound by ties that naught can save her. I'll we alma mater ever, lavender, my lavender, lavender, my Thank you, thank you. What are we playing now? Okay, ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going back home. No, no more blues. I promise no more to roam. Home is where my heart is. The funny part is my heart's been right there all along. No more tears and no more sighs. No more fears. I say no more goodbyes. If travel's back on me, I swear I'm gonna refuse. I'm gonna settle down and there'll be no more blues. build a home when we settle down. There'll be no more blues, nothing but happiness when we settle down. There'll be no more blues, nothing but happiness when we settle down. There'll be no more blues, nothing but happiness when we settle down. There'll be no more blues, no more blues, no more blues, no more blues. No, night and day. Yeah, night and day. Or maybe we can do, oh yeah, night and day. 1, 2, 3, 4. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's not matter. They and I go in the roaring train, and they such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be true. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic spoon, spend my life